So this is a season of heart purity, heart refinery. Listen, let us lay aside. Are you seeing that? You lay aside every weight, every junk. You lay aside everything. Lay aside all your past painful memories and the insults or whatever offenses anybody has dealt with you. Rise above them, because maturity is the ability to rise above the offenses of yesterday and bring them to a closure, so that you do not allow them to affect your moment, your present, as you forge your way into the future. Now, this is what the sunflower does. She's not easily distracted by the noises around her. The sunflower, the wind may come and blow, but the sunflower does not constantly keep hold of the offenses that the wind blew against me while I was gazing on the sun. It rises above the winds, and the rain sometimes comes to interrupt, but it understands that all these things are working together for my good, the rain and the wind. And sometimes it may blow a little bit harder, but I ain't losing my gaze. Where is the sun? In the midst of the rain, in the midst of the wind, it is constantly looking for the gaze of the sun. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That's what it does. The Bible saying to me, it says, lay aside every weight and the sin which does so easily trap you or beset you, and let us run with the patience the rest that is set before us. We are in a rest. We must run with the patience this rest that is set before us. But in running, every runner keeps his gaze on the finish line. Have you ever noticed no runner in the race keeps running while he's checking on others? Because you are told that if you run keeping looking over shoulders, you lose speed and you can be easily trapped and you fall down because you're looking over your shoulder constantly. What is one thing that they teach runners? You see, the Bible says, we run with patience the rest that is set before you. Listen, the rest requires an extra patience. Some of the things will come to challenge you, but lay aside every weight. You lay aside every weight. Lay aside the offenses. Lay aside the offenses of yesterday. Lay aside every anger. Lay aside fornication and adultery. Lay aside, if you've been adultering, keep to your wife, keep to your husband. Are you hearing me? As your husband and wife offended you, other believers have offended you, people have lied about you, people gossiping about you, rise above them. Why? I need to lay aside everything that easily besets me. I'm running with patience the rest that is set before me. What do? Verse 2 says, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of your faith. No pastor started your faith. No apostle, prophet started your faith. No believer started your faith. I didn't start your faith. I didn't start on you. I didn't save you. I didn't die for you. I'm not responsible for you. I'm not responsible for your rest. You're responsible for the rest you run. Every believer is responsible to run the rest. They're not talking to apostles and pastors here. They are talking about you must run your rest with patience. The rest is not set. You cannot delegate. One thing about a rest, you cannot delegate your rest to someone else. You cannot delegate the rest you're supposed to run to your spouse or to your children. My children, I run my rest, you run your rest. So you cannot give me your rest. I can't start running my children's rest. They can't start running my rest. I run my own rest. Everybody, though we are a family, individually you run your rest. When it comes to running, you cannot delegate the rest. You must run it, and you are supposed to look unto Jesus. Look unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of your faith. Guess what? Who, for the joy that was set before him. Scriptures are funny. The joy set before him endured the cross. who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross. Who's the joy? The joy that was set before Jesus is you. Jesus looked beyond the pain of the cross and saw you. So he endured for you. That's why you are called to patience. You are not called to crucifixion in the way he was physically crucified, and if also it be, let it be. But he's calling you. He says, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, despising shame. You see, endurance despises shame. You see, endurance is the proof of commitment. What is commitment? Commitment is the acceptance of pain as a price. As a price one must pay towards the prize, towards the benefit. But when you don't see the benefit, you cannot commit, because commitment is the acceptance of the pain. Yes, I must go through the cross. I accept the pain, but I look beyond the pain and I envisage the prize. I must pay the pain. I must endure the suffering that is temporal, but there is a reward of eternity. In this earth, I'm not gonna stay here forever. Therefore, I endure the present temporal pains, no matter what it takes. If it is a sword, if it is a burning, if it is a bullet, I take it, because I look beyond the temporal pain and I see the prize, the crown of glory that is awaiting ahead of me, the power of God that is awaiting upon me. You see, commitment accepts the prize.